welcome back to my channel, Diamond Painting with Anxiety. I'm Karen. So it's another Frugally Framed Friday. So I've got a finished piece here that I finished a long time ago, back last spring. I don't know if I did a review video or not, I can't remember. But anyway, I finally have some inspiration for how to frame this. So what is it going to be? It is Dreamer Designs Forest of the Nisrine Marks. I think I'm saying that right. Now this particular painting, first of all, isn't it gorgeous? I mean, this came out in the very first round of Dreamer Designs paintings, and it is actually really, really awesome. It was gifted to me in a shipment of paintings that I received from one of our wonderful supporters that sent some paintings to the residents and I, about a year ago. And the person that sent them, she knows who she is. She said, I put some stuff in there for you too. She put some bigger diamond art clubs in for me. But when the residents were choosing photos, they got so excited and they all chose one, and they wanted me to choose one too. And this is the one that I had actually chosen because at the time I had not done a Dreamer Designs, and because this particular image really, really reminded me of home. And once I got it done, oh my gosh, it just looks so much like the forests I spent time in Washington. I love how green it is up there. I love all the cedar trees, and I mean, this is just like going home. So I finished this, like I said, back last spring, I think. And when I got right up into this corner here, I ran out of one color of drills. I think that maybe it was this color right in here. And I needed probably about 50 more drills. So I sent an email to Dreamer Designs. I was honest with them. I said, this painting was gifted to me. I did not purchase it, but I ran out of drills. Is there any chance that you could send them to me? And they said, no problem. And they sent the drills out. I got them right away and I was able to complete it. So again, I just love this. I actually had sort of a temporary frame job done with this. I've decided I had it hanging here in my room. But I've decided I want to do something a little bit different with it, so I have to change the way I had it framed. So let's go ahead and I'll show you how I'm going to do that, okay? So hold on. Okay, so you ready for this? This is really, kind of creative, I think. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, it's so tight in here. Look at this. It's like the side of a crate. If you flip it over, it looks like that. I picked this up at Joann Fabrics quite some time ago, and I don't remember. I've had it like just in my stash of stuff, and I want to say, let me zoom you out just a little bit more. Let's see if I can do it without showing you my entire room. Okay, that's probably good. You might see my bedding around me, but who cares? I want to say I paid like, I don't know, maybe $6 or $7 for this, so it was really affordable. And I bought it, I think at the time I was going to do something different with it. I never did. So I had this laying around and I just felt inspired. Like I said, I had this particular piece hanging in my room. And what I actually did is one of my favorite little tricks, which is I just attached some Velcro strips to the back here, and I attached it to the frame, and it looked great and it was awesome. But I've actually decided I want to hang this in a different location, so I want it to be just a little more secure. The nice thing about using the Velcro is you can change it out if you want, or you can change your mind like I am with this one, and you can remove it. But I think I want to make this a little bit more permanent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use spray adhesive, and I'm going to adhere this to this just like this. Like I always do, I'm going to eyeball it, and it's probably going to look a little bit different to you in the camera as it does to me up close and in person. But let's go ahead and do that. This should be a short, sweet video. So I like to kind of protect things. I had to find something that was big enough to put this in. So this kind of is. So this adhesive, this will, you know, keep me from getting too much overspray in my room. So this adhesive is designed to work where you know, put adhesive on both pieces. I know that I want it to be attached, you know, to all these areas and kind of right here in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to but I don't want too much overspray. So what I'm going to do is very carefully try to just get it right in this area here on all of these slats. So let's see how I do with that. Oops. So I'm just going to go pretty light with this. And actually, I think I should go over like the entire slat, just right there in the middle. Okay. And then maybe just a little bit right in here, about in the middle of that. But not too far, okay? So you're supposed to let this like set for a few seconds. So I'm going to put this to the side for a minute. And I've got some adhesive in there. I don't want that to get on my drills. Hang on. I better grab something. Okay, let's see if this works. Because of the, you know, areas between the slats, it kind of, you know, oversprayed into that. So, yeah, that feels pretty good. I think it'll be okay. Oh, that made a mess. Okay, let's see. I think it'll be all right. Okay, so now I'm going to spray this canvas, and I do want, oh, look, there's a, oops, I dropped the adhesive. There's a strip of Velcro, so I can just remove that. That was the Velcro I used. Hang on, I gotta grab my adhesive. Okay, so now I am just lightly going to spray my canvas. This time I kind of want to make sure I get my edges if I can. And just kind of all over the back there. Okay. And then again, you should let this set for a few seconds. But, you know, I'm impatient, so I don't know how long I will let it set. The other thing about this adhesive that I'm using, it's Elmer's multi-purpose spray adhesive. I'll show you the can here in a second so you can take a look at this. But as long as you don't put this down too, you know, aggressively to begin with, it's workable. So until it dries, you can move it a little bit, just like that. So I'm just, you know, like I always say, you could go to the, you could, you know, go ahead and measure this, do it with a, you know, I don't know, a ruler or a tape measure or something. I usually just eyeball it. Now I can tell you I'm not going to get many more tries at this because this adhesive's beginning to dry a little bit. And I'm having more trouble with, I maybe should have used some lines or something. Maybe some, because I'm having trouble lining it up here on the sides. That's what I'm struggling with a bit. I want it to be, you know, fairly centered. pull that over maybe just a touch more. It looks pretty good side to side. Well, it looks pretty good that way. Let me take a look. Don't want it to be too crooked. Want it to be pretty even. I think it also, one issue might be you don't know that these boards are completely, you know, even either. I think that's pretty close though. So there we have it. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let me look one more time. Looks fairly straight to me, so I'm going to let that be good. Now that I've got it on my board, I want it to kind of adhere to those areas, you know, well. So I'm just going to use this diamond painting roller to roll these edges down onto my canvas. Or not canvas, onto my framing, my board. I think this is really, really cute. I mean, here you've got a forest and you've got a product that comes from, you know, from a forest. It looks a little crooked in the viewfinder. It does not look as crooked to me when I'm just looking at it like that. Yeah, I'm happy with it. You know, it's beautiful. So for about, you know, under $7, I was able to frame this, and isn't that cute? It's just so adorable. I think what's making it look crooked is this is pretty much the same color right up in here. But yeah, I love this. So if you do get, like, I'm seeing a tiny bit of overspray right up here is about the only place that I see any. If you do have any overspray and it, you know, you're afraid it might get dirty or whatever, you can take a tiny piece of sandpaper and just sand that off. So for $7 maybe, I have a wonderfully permanently framed piece, and I'm super happy with it. Now, what is Miss Karen going to do with this? I'm going to do something special with this. It's kind of sort of going to be like an experiment. So now that I've got it attached, I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to get it hung up in its permanent home, and I would love to be able to show you where that's going to be. So hang tight, and you'll be able to see this painting hung in all its glory. So stay tuned. So there is one more thing I want to do on our Frugally Framed Friday. So when I went out to hang this, I realized that it was going to be a little bit difficult to like line this up. So I'm going to try something I've never tried before. And there's no picture hanger on the back of this. So let's see if I can figure out how to do that. I do have, you know, just a basic picture hanging kit that's all the pieces are really messed up. So I did grab, I'm using a little boat. I did grab, you know, just one of your standard, you know, picture hanging apparatus. I don't even know what to call this. And a couple of the small nails. This time I am going to measure because I want to get it approximately in the middle. So it looks like this is about 18 inches. So 9 inches would be my center. So I'm just going to put a mark right there. And then this little piece, if I measure this, it is about 1 3/4. So that's really close to 2. I'm going to call it 2, and I'm going to line this up at 1 because that will be, I think, you know, close enough. This, I don't think it needs to be perfectly exact. I'm going to make sure it's pretty close to straight as I can get it. I got the smallest nails. They're so small, you guys. Look how little those are. Got the smallest nails that were in the kit. And I think, if I can get it picked up, it actually would go all the way through the wood into the diamond painting itself. But let's see what I can do. Like I said, I have never done this before. So this is a new thing. Okay, make sure I got it somewhat straight. Put the other one in if I can. Sorry about the banging. Hope it's not too horribly loud for your ears. But, you know, we got to do what we got to do. Okay. And then, rather than like have this go all the way through my frame, I am going to kind of bend this down onto itself. Hopefully I'm not going through my frame. I think I might be. Let's see. Oh, there goes my thing. I didn't go through my diamond painting, so I'm good. So now I have attached a picture hanger, so it should be much, much easier to hang this when I take it to its permanent location. So there we have it. Yay. Now the next thing you see will be it hanging where it's going to be. So hang tight for that. Okay, so that's not the finished piece. Aren't you guys just dying to see where I put this? Okay, so here I am at my back door. And if I open it up, as I walk through my door, the very first thing I see is my beautifully finished piece. So I hung it here on my wall with all of, oops, there's the sunshine, California sunshine, with all of my other pieces. This is my little garden area. We call this Karen's backyard or Karen's side yard. I did use the twine. If you look, and you'll notice on these other pieces, I use the same twine or rope to hang everything, so it's kind of a uniform look. So I hung it there. Now this is a bit of an experiment because I am in California, so during the summertime it's going to get real hot. So we'll see what happens with the drills. I do have another diamond painting hanging outside down here in California, and it's been hanging for, oh gosh, probably 9 months, and it's doing just fine, so I think this one will too. If it rains here in California, we usually have a bit of notice. So if it does rain, because I use the twine to hang it, it'll be super easy to just, you know, pull it down and take it inside so that it doesn't get wet. The wood is going to weather out here in the sun and you know, dew and stuff like that, so I'm kind of anxious to see how that turns out. The way I'm holding this, it looks really crooked, but it's not crooked. It's pretty straight. I just love the way it looks. Not only am I able to see it when I come out my door, but right here is the area where I work on my really big diamond paintings. A lot of days I'll sit out here and do my 9-to-5 job. And then, so there it is right there, right where I can see it. So I really love the way this one turned out. I mean, I think it just looks great. Looks really good with all of my other hanging pieces on my fence. Super fun. So one more look, you guys. So for about, I don't know, I think that piece, like I said, I bought it a long time ago, but I think it was about $7, somewhere around in there. Whatever it cost me for the twine and the adhesive. So, you know, I would say definitely under 10. I have a beautifully finished piece. That's a lot of fun and an experiment too, because we'll see how this holds up in the weather. So that's it, you guys. So I'm going to let you go, but before I do want to remind you that we can change lives one drill at a time, even if it's just our own, because when we change our lives, the entire world around us is going to start to change. That's it for this one. Another Frugally Framed Friday. So I'll see you guys really soon.